Hi everyone, in this lecture we will talk about types of functions arguments. So there are four types of arguments known as positional arguments, default arguments, keyword arguments, and arbitrary arguments. Now let's discuss them one by one. So this is an example. We have a simple function with the name function underscore name, and the parameters are name, class, and age. And in the body of function, I have a simple print statement. And then we are calling the function and we are passing the arguments to the function. First of all, we have Tyler, which is name, and then ninth, which is class, and then 15, which is age. And this is called positional arguments. So we are passing arguments according to the position of parameters in the function definition, and thus these are called positional arguments. And in positional arguments we strictly follow the order of parameters, so you can't pass styler after class arguments. Now let's talk about default argument. So if I declare a value for a parameter during function definition, then the value will be called as default argument. So here, as you can see, that I have passed 15 as an argument to the h parameter in function definition, and thus this 15 will be called as default argument. And if I don't pass an argument for that parameter during function calling, then the interpreter will use the default argument as its value. So here in function calling, I'm just passing the name and the class and not the age. So the Python interpreter will replace the age variable with the default argument, which is 15. Now let's talk about keyword arguments. So this is an example of keyword argument. We call the parameter name first and then we pass the argument. And that's why in keyword argument we are not bound to follow the parameters order, since we are explicitly defining the parameter name and its argument. So as you can see in this example, in function calling, we are first passing the value to the class variable by explicitly defining the variable name, and then we are passing the student name to the name variable. And finally, we have the fourth argument type, and that is arbitrary argument. And for now, you don't need to understand what is arbitrary argument, because the concept of args and quarks are a little bit different from rest of the arguments, and we will discuss it in the upcoming lectures in detail. But for now, I hope that you have understood an overview of the first three types of arguments, and in the next lecture we will discuss them in detail with the help of examples, and I'll see you there. Bye bye.